Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first ever episode of the MyRISE podcast. My name is Denise Nicole Johnson. I am the new Director of Justice, Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion. And I'm here with our leader, Karen Dove, who's our Executive Director and also the founder of Rise Up.
Thanks. Yeah.
Thank you for being here. So we have a topic today is our Rise, our impact story, a culture of change campaign.
Absolutely. We're excited to talk about it.
Yes. So Karen, tell us about what Rise Up is and where does this come from?
Rise Up is a respectful workplace campaign designed to change the culture of construction to one that's more inclusive to all people. The culture of construction has been a little rough, and we feel like in order to ensure that everybody has opportunities in the industry, we need to change that culture. So when I got here 6 years ago, I heard a lot about how in order to create successful students, successful apprenticeships, what I needed to do was teach them how to have thick skin. And after about a year and a half of listening to people tell me that, I just had a moment where I was like, this is really ridiculous. I don't understand in what world do we tell people to put up with shit in order to have a career? It's really ridiculous. And so I said in a meeting, we need to address the culture of construction. And since there were people there, that meant I had to actually do something about it, because I'm a person that says you can't just complain about something if you don't do something about it. So I thought we'd be able to just honestly go out and find a program and bring it into the construction industry, bring it to Seattle, start changing the culture. But what I quickly found out is, the construction industry is different. The transitory nature, you're working with different people all the time on work sites. One day you might be on a different work site the next day. And so we really had to create a program that was culturally relevant for the construction industry in order to change the culture. If we brought something in from another industry, it would have been another program that didn't work. And I didn't want to do that. So I embarked on now in a 4-year journey of creating Rise Up. And it's been certainly one of the best things I think I've ever done in my career.
Well, this is exciting, and I'm honored to be able to serve and shift this change with you. It's hard work, but you're impacting a whole generation that's here now, they're ready to work. And if we are training them in the ANEW pre-apprenticeship programs, we want them to get to the job sites and actually be able to stay and feel confident enough to grow their careers, right? So what are the principles of Rise Up that would start that shift, that culture change?
Yeah, the program is based on the values of the construction industry. We want to maximize productivity and minimize distractions. We're based on productivity and safety, which safety has been a value of the construction industry for quite some time. And if you remember, that was a culture shift too. That whole safety movement was a culture shift. It took a while to get that to happen. And it's going to take a while to shift the culture of construction too, but every single person has an obligation on a work site, how you show up to that job, what you do when something happens. That's something that you have to think about. You have an obligation on that site to make sure that everybody that's there can be safe, productive, and go home. We're all there to go home and take care of our families at the end of the day. And everybody should be able to do that. And they should be able to come to work as themselves and not have to hide who they are or shapeshift into something they are not in order to be successful.
Absolutely. So what I hear you saying is that from taking the different levels of the program, that it's customizable to different construction organizations and companies. Can you talk about, are all the trainings blended together, like with workers and managers or executive leadership?
The trainings are all a little bit different, but they're all based on the same core principles of respectful workplace, eliminating distracting behaviors, hazing, bullying, harassment, retaliation, those types of things that frequently have happened on job sites. So they all have that common theme in them, but they're they're really created to make sure people have skills. We so often, I remember I got promoted into management pretty early in my career. I was supervising people that were much older than me, but nobody told me what I had to look forward to. Nobody gave me any skills to deal with that. And that happens a lot. And so this is really about giving people not just some knowledge, but giving them the tools to deal with things when they do happen on the site.
Absolutely. And from being from the trades, from going through the pre-apprenticeship program and going out experiencing and knowing that the construction industry is number 2 for suicide rates. And I think that's because folks don't have the tools. Well, now there's opportunities to take the trainings and walk away with tangible skills and tools on how to better communicate, provide that workplace respectfulness and safety, which stops near misses.
Right. I mean, this masculine, we got to be tough to be in the industry kind of attitude, definitely, you can only hold that in so long. And when you reach that breaking point, something has to give. And so, we have to learn to communicate better, to deal with conflict, to work with a variety of different people. And if we do that, then everybody's happier, everybody's more productive. And at the end of the day, everybody makes more money, right?
Yeah.
So.
And we're busy building America's infrastructure, friends. So if you're ready for to have another conversation about the culture change and how you can be a part of Rise Up, please go to riseupforequity.org. And it's the number 4, not the letters. We'll talk to you soon.